We're back at the chicken coop, going to do another project. I really thought I was going to give you the full tour today, but then Mamakirbs reminded me that she wanted a piece of linoleum or vinyl flooring in the chicken house under the roost. It would have been really nice if I would have put vinyl floor in this coop before building the entire structure. Meaning I could have wrapped this floor, this piece of plywood, in vinyl, and all the edges would have been tucked in. It would have been pretty and functional, but I didn't do it. So now I have the project of cleaning this floor up and putting a piece down. The vinyl floor that we picked up is a remnant. They actually gave it to us for free. It's going to be not quite big enough to cover the whole floor, but it should be enough to cover most of the area that's here under the coop. I have a few tools that's going to help me get the job done. A power drill, a hammer, a staple gun, staples, scraper, and a broom, and a few other goodies on the belt. I was a little concerned that when I put this roost in here and the wire on the roof here, that it was going to be difficult to get this in and out, but I've already done it twice and it's not that bad. So that's going to be my first task, is to pull that out, giving me room to work on this floor. Now we're going to clean this floor up. I figured an old paint scraper would be a good tool to loosen up some of that stuff that might be stuck to the floor. With lime dust and poop dust combined, it's also a good time to protect your lungs. I choose RZ mask. Let's get cleaning. Now that the floor, oh, fog on my glasses. Now that the floor is mostly cleaned up and dust free, I don't have a lot of risk of dust flying around, so I don't need the mask anymore. Boy, the roosters are really active right now. Since I didn't lay that vinyl floor in here at the beginning before I put the structure up, now I have to figure out how to lay it in here and cut around the edges, the 2x4s here and back here, to make it fit nicely and hopefully not get a lot of stuff up under it. There, that wasn't so bad. Took a lot of staples, but it went down pretty well. Hopefully that'll give a nice floor to clean up a little easier. What I think I might do, since I have these edges over here, the vinyl wasn't long enough, I have these edges, but I also have some scrap pieces over there. I think just so that things don't get up under that edge, because eventually they will want to work up under that edge, I'll cut some of that vinyl, overlap it. Ideally, I would have glued down and wrapped around the edges of this plywood before I made the floor. It would have been seamless. Oh, it's all down. I'm pretty curious how long that's going to last. I mean, I think as long as we don't scoot around too much or put sharp objects or heavy objects and scoot them too hard, I think it will do okay. It's a pretty rugged vinyl, but it is also just vinyl. So, real life, we'll see how long it lasts. Man, if I have to take that out, that's a whole lot of staples to remove. You can see my piecework down here. I think that went in pretty nicely. On the other side as well. Overall, it's a little wavy in the middle, but I don't really want to put a whole bunch of staples in the middle because that'll just create tear points. Points where the vinyl could tear more easily because the integrity of the vinyl is compromised because the staple has gone through it. I think it's better to leave that middle part without any of those holes. We'll get the roost back in and then we can close it up. I think it's a done project for today. You know, really the whole point is to create a nice slick surface that the poop and other debris won't stick to, and it'll be easier to sweep out. That's the point, and that's why we did it. Floor in, roost in, job done. The next video about the chicken coop is going to be an overall tour to show you all the features of this chicken coop. You saw some of it being built early on when I had time to make those videos, but I think the tour will answer some of the questions about how I finished it up and some of the details that we put on this coop. That tour will not include the rainwater collection system. That will be in a future video all on its own. Here on the Daddykirbs farm, I strongly and truly believe that everyone has a story and every story counts. Your story counts because you count, you matter. Thank you so much for being a part of my story today through this video and letting me be a part of yours. I'll talk to you soon. Didn't need the drill.